Hello, is this thing on? It is on. What's up, CDP? You all, I had a chance to listen to Rodney, and I thought his vlog was very interesting on today. And I did watch Rodney today. And Rodney, I do. Hey, happy Mother's Day, everybody. I did say that, but yeah, all mothers, we love you. But I'm gonna jump right on into it. I said happy Mother's Day earlier, but I was watching Rodney. And let me say this, Rodney. I think that you did the right thing. I think you are doing the right thing. Sometimes it's really not worth fighting with people, especially when they have emotional intelligence issues. And I think that's the case here. So, Rodney, I think you did the right thing. But I want to address popcorn and mama issues today. And let me say this to Brian. You need to go see a therapist. You are so conflicted. First of all, you came after Dovey. Now, Dovey, you should see this, right? Because he's coming after you to make you look like, you know, a fool. And again, he brought up Yaya and Nika and all of these people. And I thought that was very interesting on today. I really did. Then you talk about Olivia and Deanna calling you the F word, but you've called many men over here in this sector the same thing. So I look at you with the side eye, and you did talk under those ladies' clothes, which you always do, and then you apologize. But I find it confusing that the same thing they call you, you turn around and you'll call somebody else that, which I think is very interesting. Then you jump up on T.S. Madison, who's not even thinking about you, but you're talking about her and what she's pumping in her body. But yet you up there falling out on concrete and you're having issues. You don't follow doctor's orders. And I just think that you are a whole walking contradiction. I don't want you to come over here because when you said that I reminded you of your mama, I knew you had some issues that you really need to resolve in yourself because you haven't dealt with your childhood trauma. And that junk is really affecting you in your adult life. And I'm not going to talk under your clothes. I'm not going to call you any names. I'm just telling you, you need help. Let me go to Popcorn over here. Miss Popcorn, I hope you're going to return them people's money back, number one. But Stump Down knew where Tracy lived probably way before I did. And y'all want to continue to bring up this driving folk by Tracy home and all that stuff. Well, let me give you all a news flash. Tracy no longer lives in that place. I don't know where Tracy lives. And again, if I want to point out a place to say that's what XYZ live, I can do that. It's no crime in doing that. I can do that. The problem lies when you get on private property, walk on people's property, and do some things like that. Now, y'all ain't gonna worry me none with that because Tracy is in another place. But Ryan, I don't want you over here. You're unstable. You are double-minded. You hate being gay, but you don't want nobody to talk about folk gay because you're gay. You're a gay man. Unfortunately, you have dealt with people who have made you hate yourself. Therefore, you can't love nobody else because you really don't love you. You say you do. but you don't love your fullness. You only love partial. And then you have the nerve to talk about T.S. Madison. Again, T.S. Madison doesn't even know you. If you would stay in your lane, monitor your intake of what you eating, stop falling out and having blood clots and taking your medicine and following the doctor's orders, you would be in a much better place. And again, you are a friend to no one. You're not a friend to Roe. You're not a friend to the guy who did your homework. You're not a friend to anyone. And you're always apologizing because at the end of the day, you do not think ahead. You are such a short-sighted thinking individual. And you only think of short-term situations. You don't think of long-term. And you really need to go sit on someone's couch because you are really disturbed. And I really feel sorry for you. I'm not going to sit here and curse you out. I'm not going to sit here and do all of that stuff because you really need help. Now, you know, I've talked about Olivia and Deanna, but Brian, you are really low. And you always want to call people demonic. You always want to say someone is demonic. And you really need to look at you because you say the most vile things. And you're okay with that. And that's the problem. You're okay with saying vile, nasty things. Now, if Deanna or Olivia would have turned the script around and said that your mama had gay kids because you and your sister gay, you would be up in arms. You'll be up in arms about that. I just think that you all are very short-sighted. Then, Dover, you had it right. He's always apologizing. He's always doing it. And you shading Dovey talking about something she's speaking in Chinese and Spanish. And because you messy. You messy like that. And I know Popcorn Lady don't got no sense either. But she is who she is. And if you think that I'm going to let someone who is unstable, who hates himself, and always hating other people to get advantage of me, I'm not. I feel sorry for you. Now, Rodney, I'm going to say this. You did the right thing today. You don't have to repay that mess with that. Just step back and soon, because see, Rodney, some of the stuff you said, I said earlier, people doing all of this doxing and all of this stuff, baby, it'll come back. Oh, it will come back. And when it comes back, it's going to come back hard. Because it's a cultic situation over there. And I just felt badly when somebody actually doxed his job to do that to him. But it seems like that has been a trigger and he wants to do that to everyone else. But I'm going to tell you, it comes back hard. And when it happens, I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to sit back because it's not an if, again. It's when. It's not an if it happens. It's when it happens. Now, y'all act like Cruiser is this and the baby. Y'all should have understood that long time ago. Leave people alone. Go about your business. As long as you continue to engage with these people, they feed off of it. This is why I am glad that Homeboy doesn't come over here anymore because it's a walking contradiction. And you don't need to be over here. You don't, because you got issues. You really need to go see a therapist. You really need to go talk to somebody because your childhood traumas are so pronounced and you are so dark and vile. And you always want to call other people dark and vile. You're seriously dark and vile. And it's just, it's sad. It's just sad. So do your thing, but I'm not bothered. Not bothered at all. And then you're going to jump on T.S. Madison. And I'm like, dude, you gay. You are gay. That's what you're going to be. And you gay. No ands, if, buts about it. And I'm sorry that your mother made you feel less than. I'm sorry that she took you to a psychologist. That's probably about the best she could do. Because maybe she felt some kind of way that you and your sister are same gender loving. And I'm sorry about that. And that could be a traumatic thing for a little child to go through. And maybe you need to talk about it because you're hating you. And then you're mad because people are talking about you, but you hate you. You will call other men in the sector all kind of F words. But then when Deanna and Olivia call you the F word, you lose it. But yet you think it's okay to do it to other people. And then on top of that, you're coming for the trans girls and you got issues. Then when we found out that you're going to do a social experiment because you want to dress up. So therefore, you got some real issues. And I'm telling you all, what you hate in others, you usually hate in yourself. And I feel sorry for you. I'm not going to curse you because you are a fragile individual. You may be big and burly. You may be ferocious looking to most. But at the end of the day, you are a fragile, cracked piece of glass. And you're getting ready to shatter. And unfortunately, whenever glass shatters, it usually has jagged edges and it cuts other people. Because hurt people hurt people. And that's exactly where you are. And I am so sorry that your mom made you feel less than a person, less than a man. I'm sorry about that. But you're hurting other people because you're hurt yourself. And this is why I have stepped away from the lowballing and I don't have time to call you out of your name and talk under your clothes. I'm not talking under Olivia's clothes because I ain't never seen under her clothes. So I'm not talking about under her clothes. And I'm not saying that they were right, but again, you do stuff. And I just find it very convenient and very odd that when you had an issue, you ran right on over to Olivia. Olivia treated you with dignity. Y'all was getting along. And then she said something, and all of a sudden, you off on with her now. Y'all was cool, but now you ain't cool with her no more. You was cool with Ro. But when Ro started speaking his truth, you got mad at Ro. It seems that you can say anything and everything about everybody who you feel like, but then when someone says something about you, then you lose it. Now, let me say this. Whether you are over here or not, we still gonna move on. We still gonna move on. And the sad part about it is people used to come over to watch your breakdowns. People used to come over here and watch that. And see, this is the thing. I don't coddle this grown man. I'm going to call it out. You're not going to overtalk me. You're not going to do me like you do Ro. I refuse to allow you to disrespect me. And some of the stuff that you say out of your mouth is utterly ridiculous. It's utterly nonsense. And then what you said that you cannot reason with somebody unreasonable or make logic of somebody who's unlogical. I'm very logical. I know exactly who you are. The bottom line is you're not going to do what you want to do over here. You're not going to say what you want to say over here. I will stop you in your tracks. And that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. And, somebody, and I know I make your blood pressure go up because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Or you say that I make your blood pressure go up higher than Martha's. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I know you. I know you real well. I know you real well. And you're staying from over here because you don't want that ass tapped. And that's why, and I would advise you to not come over here. Because to me, you're no different than everybody else. You sound just like Sister Dory over there. Oh, I'm the rider lives and I come over when I want to. Child, and again, we saw right through it. Oh, yeah, he was at Deanna's and he turned on her. He always does that. He always does that and then want to apologize. And it doesn't make any sense. Now, Dovey, baby, we really don't have no beef. I just know your works from transmission to to having that event to the cruise ship and now to the popcorn. Now, Dovey, let me say this. Let me say this to you because it's really funny because Cruiser was typing for you too. And I just noticed that these people will fight for y'all, but now y'all don't even get along. They fight for y'all, and now y'all fighting. It's just odd. But let me say this to you, Dovey. Make sure that you are not cheating people out of that popcorn money. Because, Dovey, you may have canceled that event, but that popcorn money ain't canceled. And if people have raised money, baby, yeah, you ain't touching it until the popcorn people get their money and they divvy it out, and then they're gonna give you a paycheck. Now, my question for you is, since you are not going to have that event when Double Good or whoever the popcorn company is give you that money, are you gonna give the people who sold that popcorn their money back? See, that's the real deal right there. That's the real deal. And see, that's what you need to be worried about, Dolby. You all are worried about the wrong things. The wrong things. Okay? So hopefully you are honest that when you get that check cut from that popcorn company, that you cut them people who gave or who sold that popcorn their money back. Let's see if you can do that. You got popcorn and mama issues all on Rodney channel. And it's just sad. And you tried to throw, I guess he tried to throw a little dig at me. No, I'm not going over the pop. But baby, I didn't ask you to come over. And again, people have saw you for who you are. You hate gays, but you gay. You hate trans women, but you want to dress up. You call it a social experiment, but you wanted Ro to beat your face and put some of that mascara on and some of that rouge and some of that red lipstick on your lips. Oh, you wanted that. You wanted that old nasty razor cut piece of bob. Okay, that razor cut piece of hair in that asymmetrical style. Oh, you know it with your eyes, one part of your eyes covered, one part giving the Illuminati tease. You know you wanted that. But you call it a social experiment? Oh, okay. A social experiment. We got you. We got you. The girls are not well. The girls are not well. And you're not well. And when I listen to Rodney, and Rodney, you really handle that well. I mean, and I think you're right, Rodney. You don't engage folk like that. You handle that well. But LaDonna, LaDonna, yeah. But yeah, I heard them today, And when I heard what he said, I felt badly for him. He was a walking contradiction. I don't like you calling people the F word and y'all calling me out my name, but yet you've called people out of their names. And then you're coming for the trans community. And I'm just like, really? And you really have hair up your behind when it comes to T.S. Madison. What has T.S. Madison done to you personally? If T.S. Madison has pumped her body full of stuff, is it your body? Are you dating T.S. Madison? I'm just wondering because you really have a dislike for trans women. You don't like Lady Sparkles. You don't like Queen Tulsa. You don't like Treasure Lane. You don't like anything. And again, you hate what you hate in yourself. You don't like gay men because you are a gay man. And again, I'm sorry that your mom made you feel that. And maybe she didn't know any better. And you can't expect people to give you what they don't have. And maybe you are afraid to go to the therapist because when your mom made you go to a therapist, it was at her behest, not yours, and you were made to feel some kind of way. But at this particular point, you can choose your own therapist, someone who can really help you through your journey. Because if Jehovah is doing something, it's not evident. If Jehovah is working in your life, it's being overshadowed by talking about woman's wombs, a woman's womb, and well, women's wombs, and being all kind of nasty. And then when somebody talks about your mom or says something about you, you get overly hyped. And I know that you have issues. And the thing is, Brian, no one can tell you anything. And I'm going to bring it up because, again, this is facts. This is not fiction. This is not dragon. This is plain truth. Brian, you were in a car accident. You need to get a lawyer. Oh no, I got insurance. You got Aflac, Brian. They're going to give you money. That's what Aflac does, but that's not the same insurance. You need to get a lawyer because then all of a sudden I need to get a lawyer. But we told you that, did we not? Brian, you need to stay in the hospital. You're not well. You're going to go right against the doctor's orders. And what really got me is Jay Dunn then told us that you passed out in the parking lot before you even got home. So again, I'm like, wow. Then you go home, the lights cut off, water, of course, pouring through your window, according to you. And I'm like, well, why didn't you stay in the hospital where they had a generator and you would have been safe? And see, you think this is all about the money. It wasn't really about the money. It's just about you so blatantly disobedient to people who are really trying to help you. You don't listen to anybody. And the sad part about it, Brian, is I know, again, if you don't listen to that daggone doctor, I know you won't listen to your mama. I knew you wouldn't listen to her because you don't listen to people. Everything we have told you has been in good faith, and you don't listen. And you find yourself in situations. Yeah, he left to hit a blunt. It's just, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It's sad. You know, you got blood clots. You're breathing heavy. You're having issues with your feet, and it just seems like it's a issue after issue after issue. Then Lady Nika had to send you a care package. And it's just issue after issue after issue. Maybe if you treat people right, maybe if you stop trying to be so controlling and using people for what you can get and be a real friend to people, then maybe things would work out for you a little bit better. Ugh, it's just sad. It's just sad. And so I heard what you said. I'm not upset at all. I'm glad you don't come over here because I don't want your blood to spike up. I don't want you to have another blood clot situation, and I'm to blame for it. But I just think you're a walking contradiction. And I think it was sad. And again, you dragging people, but yet you dragging yourself. You know, you don't want to be gay, but you don't want people to talk about gay. But yet you go hang with a man who don't like gay, but you think he okay. So you'll go over there and drag gay folk because he's siding with you and say, yeah, I'm glad you don't want to be gay. And yet you gay. And, and again, that's inner childhood mess. And it's that religious stuff. And you just all screwed up. And I just think you're sad. So those are my thoughts. Rodney, again, I think you did the right thing. But let me say this to you, Rodney. Rodney, it ain't no friends on YouTube. And you're going to find that out. Now, I told you all about Dory, and now you see what's going on, right? Rodney, I'm going to tell you this because I told you before you got your channel. You need to be careful. I'm not trying to tear you apart from anybody, but you better know, Rodney, that there are no friends on YouTube. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. Not a matter of if, Rodney, but when. And I am serious as San Antonio has the Alamo in the downtown area. That's how serious I am. Because you all let these people lull you into a place where you think that you're secure and these people are okay. But baby, these people are opportunists and they will use you. I have told many people this. I told one of my vlog children, be very careful. Oh, no. They're not going to do this. No. Okay. And what did they do? I told you about Dory. But Rodney, it ain't no friends on YouTube. Everybody's a 1099. All right. It is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because long as you're subservient and as long as people can tell you what to do and how to move, you're good. But as soon as you take some authority, as soon as you start growing or getting popular, folk gonna have a problem. Folk gonna have a problem. I'm telling you now. And what I say comes to pass. I'm not a post prophet. I'm not after the fact. I am very much before. And if you think you're any different, you are sadly mistaken. Okay? I took that wrench for a reason. And I wish I didn't have to take it, but I had to take it because when you allow somebody to do certain things, and like I said, that person there, baby, let me say this. I'm not intimidated by that person. I'm not anything by that person. I'm just being real. I just know people. I just know how the game works. Again, I am not coming after anyone with cheap shots. I'm not calling anybody out with crazy mess. I'm just calling it from the observations that I've seen. Now, you can take it or leave it, but when it happens, I'm still going to love you in Jesus' name. I'm still going to love you in Jesus' name. And then you're going to find out why Jay said, that wrench got to go. Because it's too much confusion. It's too much contention. And I see what's going on. And I see what people are doing. I hope you see it. I'm going to leave it right there. Now, I'm going to drop this link because if y'all got something to say, I'm going to let you say it. I'm not here to read anybody. I'm just here to give my discourse on what I've seen, what I've observed. I don't have a problem with Brian. God bless his heart. But I would much rather him to get in a seat and talk to a therapist. I would much rather him to go ahead and do that because it seems like he's still utterly confused. One minute he wants to be LaDonna. The next minute he's tearing up T.S. Madison. One minute he hate the gays and gays demonic. And then the next thing you know, he's down at the bar looking for a Mexican. It's just like, get it together, boo. Get it together. Get it together. So again, I've said what I said. I did not stutter. And I mean, that is what it is. And I'm not upset with anybody. I'm not beefing with anyone because I've said what I've said. And tonight I'm going to come back on and I'm going to be talking about the little Timu trinkets that y'all either going to give a pass or fail to. Okay. And that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about. Also, you trans girls out there, baby, it's a treacherous world right in here in this beef sector. And y'all need to watch it because baby, the girls will use the trans girls in a minute. Y'all be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful, baby. Because they really don't like y'all either. Because y'all ain't biological women. I don't think y'all want to be biological women. I think y'all want to be trans. That's who you are, right? So go ahead and do that. I don't think y'all trying to be nothing but who you are. Again, it's always us against them against us, so on and so forth. And it gets to be a little tiring. All right, hold on. Let me put my banner up. Give me a minute. Now, if you come up here, be respectful. Once you get disrespectful, I'll put you down. All right, so I have Mama D and I have Lil Mama Obama. Hello, Little Mama Obama. I think you clicked on first, and then I see Mama D. How you doing, Little Mama Obama?
I am well, Pastor. How are you?
I'm doing really well today. Thank you for asking.
Oh, no problem. And hello, Mama D as well. Um,
Hello, happy Mother's Day.
yeah, I'm not a mom in real life. I'm just a mom on YouTube. I have a wayward son. You're talking about him right now,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor. But I have a request of you. Could you please unblock me? He and I got into a dispute in another chat, and
Mm-hmm.
this was months ago. It was way before you took his wrench. And we got into a chat months ago, and as soon as I dropped down and said anything in your chat, he blocked me. So is it possible for you to unblock me at some point?
So can you do this for me, Little Mama Obama? Because I really never had an issue with you, and I'm not trying to say I don't know you. I've heard of you. You are very
Mhm.
popular in the beef sector. I will say that. But if you can do this, could you please send me your link address? You know, when you come on your channel, so I
Mhm.
can just unblock you. So I just put my email address down, and if you can send me that, I will go ahead and unblock you. I didn't even know you were blocked.
Yeah, I know you didn't know about it, but yeah, it was an unfortunate situation. So I just been watching
Can
you
I
from.
say this? Let me say what I think is unfortunate too, Little Mama Obama.
Mhm.
I think it's very unfortunate that these men are trying to objectify you women by who the better looking one is. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter. You all are nice looking in your own way. So again, I know that you see what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
but I will say this, that I hate when people try to objectify folk. And then I'm going to say this too. K Fit asked not to be put up, and she was put up because she
Mm-hmm.
was told that she looked good, which is another form of objectifying people. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just think that it is awful. And some people who we think are good people are really not good people at all. They play that role, but they are just as messy as the people who claim they are. At least the people who messy in old beef sector just admitted, and they was it. But baby, these people trying to play roles like they're angels,
Oh
and they're
yeah. Oh
not. And
yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I'm glad you came up. And if you do that for me, it will be my due diligence to make sure you're unblocked. I don't have a problem. Let me say this. I don't have a problem with the person who is alleged to have blocked you. I just
Mm-hmm.
had to do what I needed to do because I believe when people get to the point where they are um, a large content creator, sometimes you just got to do what you need to do.
Okay, well, yeah, I really appreciate it because I do like you, Pastor. I've been around for a minute, and you are quite entertaining. So I want to be able to comment in the chat again. So I will
Okay.
definitely send you my link so that we can get
And
this.
I promise I will unblock you. I mean,
Okay,
I didn't know you were blocked, but thank you for letting me know.
no problem. Thank you, Pastor. Bye.
Uh-huh. Thank you, little Mama Obama. All
Mhm.
right, I have Mama D, and then I have Lady Sparkles. What's up, Mama D?
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Now, do you want me to talk about the B sector or just what do I have to talk
Mama D,
about?
you can talk about whatever you want to because at this particular point, I can only control me. But if I think that something is too far, I'll say it. But I'm talking about some things that have happened in the beef sector, but I'm not talking under people's clothes. I'm not demeaning people. I'm just calling out what it is. Go ahead, Mama D.
Okay, I'll stay on subject and then I do have an announcement. Oh yeah, I think Brian was by Deanna the day before, the night before. And that's the only little mess I know that she was in somebody's chat and she didn't want to disrespect that person. From my understanding, she waited to find out when they dropped a message to her saying that Brian had dragged her. She just wanted to know if it was true. So she went over by him respectfully just to ask one question, and he went crazy on her for no reason. That's all I know. And he
No,
just started going in and acting a fool because of
it
one
doesn't. It doesn't
question.
take much. It doesn't take much when people don't have emotional intelligence like that. Baby, they will tear it up. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't
I
doubt
just
it.
want you to know why he turned on her because she's supposed
Mm,
to only ask one question.
hmm
And that's when he went crazy, like he do over here and everywhere. But that's what he did. But I just want you and mother to know I got a crock pot, so I don't have to worry about my roast
Come on,
being
Crockpot.
bad no more. For
Mm.
my
Shake
Mother's
my
Day
head.
gift.
This lady always come for Brian, though. Well,
Who
Brian's come for
always
Mama
come for
D.
Brian? I don't even know him. I'm telling you what I went over by
Yeah, look,
Deanna and
y'all,
heard
look,
my
look,
own
look, look, look.
ears.
At this particular point, what Mama D has done is very insignificant to what this person has done, and all of the stuff that goes on. And like I said, people just need to go and sit on the couch. They need to
I
go
was
talk
over
with a
by
therapist.
Deanna and I heard Deanna explain everything. I'm not coming for him.
Okay. So Mama D has said what she said. She said she's not coming for him. So yes,
And if
Lord.
I did, what about it?
Okay.
So,
All right. All
But
right.
I
Well,
want y'all to know I got a crock pot, so my roast gonna come out good now. That's all. Hey,
okay. All
mother.
right. So
Hey, mother.
mother
Happy
said
Mother's
good
Day
for
to
you.
everybody. Hey,
Yeah.
Lady Sparkle, my
So what up?
sweetheart.
What's up, Lady Sparkles? What's good with
hey
you?
y'all. Happy Mother's Day, everybody, even the fathers that play the mother roles and things of that nature. I
I'm
definitely
leaving
agree with
before
the
I
Trump.
start getting mad.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord. Mama D, don't,
Love
don't. It's
y'all.
Mother's Day. It's your day, baby. I love you.
I'm
But
enjoying
what I want
myself.
to say, Yeah, what I want to say is these people. Yeah, I do agree
They
with the trans thing
crazy, crazy.
because Ness came over, and I'm glad she did drop down. We have a little playful, back and forth or whatever. Because she said every time she sees me, she gonna drag me. So I'm still waiting for the drag. Okay, my house was unclean. I still got a crooked eye. So what's the? That's not a drag. That's stuff that can't be. I mean, that was out of my control. See, but a lot of stuff in her life she can control. So it's just a playful back and forth thing. I know she did make reference to Treasure Mother, saying that we men and all this other weird shit. Like that's I don't understand. The people want respect. To me, it seems like people want respect, but they don't want to give respect. And the first thing that they go to, even with Tulsa, even with Shauna, with me, and I was so glad to see Tulsa and Shauna on Pizza's panel. I don't know if they, had a conversation or whatever they had, but I was glad to see that. I mean, I just think people need to stop with the misgendering and this, that, and the third. If somebody asks to be respected, let them be respected. If they came to your house and took a crap on your table, you wouldn't like it. And it seemed like everybody, when the I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. When the rabbit got the pound pound at you, then it's a problem. But when it's everybody else, like you said, just like when the Umar boys came over, it was a thing. Oh well, when they coming at the gays and the trans and everybody else, it ain't no problem. The women rallying. I don't know how many people was rallying, but
Mhm.
and
Well,
then but then
let me
like
say this though, Sparkles. Though y'all need to leave these people the hell alone. When people tell
yeah,
you who they are, believe them. And you all go
believe
running over there. And my thing is, you all need to check and see what power you have. I don't go run into these people's platforms because, again, I don't care if I have 50 people or 5,000 people. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep my power. I'm not gonna go over there. I don't give people play like that. I don't do that anymore. I don't. And you all go over there and knowing how these people feel. And if anything, you'll click on my platform and I'm going to be in control of what I do. But I just think that I don't know. Y'all go over there. And again, these people keep on doing y'all like Charlie Brown. Baby, y'all Lucy. Charlie Brown getting ready to kick the football and they just swipe the football. And the next thing y'all know, because they're going to continue to do it and do it and do it. And like I said, Sparkles, even with the house situation, baby, it's just, baby, the girl's doing much. And that's why I stay my
yeah.
behind right on over to my place. But hey,
That's
that's you all.
yeah.
I can't tell y'all where to
And that's
go.
the
I
best
don't
thing for
force
to
you
do.
on.
I think that's the best thing for people to do. I mean, that's why I kind of stay. I hit because I actually mistakenly hit Ness link because I thought it was
Mhm,
Rodney that was live, but I
mhm,
mistakenly hit her thing. But we have
mhm.
our playful banter. But I know when it
Okay.
gets to be too much, then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Because I know how
Yeah.
people feel. Like what was
Mhm.
said on your thing. They don't care. They're supposed to be a lesbian, but they don't care for the gay sex. Why are you so concerned about what goes on and what you don't have control over? God did. I mean, you're not God to tell people what they're supposed to be and who they're supposed to be and what they want to be respected as. If you give respect, a respect is due a dog.
But how
And I
about
heard
some
somebody
people
else
like
say,
strife though? How about some
yeah,
people love strife, and long as there's strife, they're happy, and as long as they're peace, they're nervous. And again, you all, look. I have laid my burdens down. I don't play with the girls. When you come over here, you're gonna respect my platform. I don't have a problem with muting you, and that's a warning. And once you get beyond your point, baby, I just drop you because again, I facilitate, I make the rules, and I just think that when you're on those people's platforms, you're you're beholden to their rules and regulations. And
yeah,
they
you
may not
asking
always be
for it.
right. So that's it.
When you asking for it. But I wanted to know why Simon's supposed to be entangled with Dory. Tulsa, where did you hear this information?
Um
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because Simon,
Beef
Alvin,
Sector
and Piero
2.0
wants to
though. Can
date.
I say this? Can I say really on in this sector? I really don't care. I'm just calling it out because at the end of the day, this is not my reality. As I said yesterday, I talked to a friend who has just beaten cancer. That's reality to me. I am talking to people who just celebrated a 60th birthday and people who are
Fresh,
happy to see
fresh.
me. That's what is real. All of this foolishness, All of this foolishness, it don't fake. I just call it. I just call it. So you can be a trans bully, you can be a heterosexual bully, you can be a gay bully. I'm seeing all the bullies. I'm seeing all the cults. I'm seeing all of it. So my thing is I just really don't care because this is my show. I'm just calling what I see out. I'm sure that the trans girls be doing things as well. But I'm gonna tell you, I just see a whole lot of stuff going on. And my thing is, I don't go where I'm tolerated. I go where I'm celebrated. And that's why I stay on my channel for the most part.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Like I said, it feels like it's no place better than home. You can say what you want, do what you want,
Hmm.
without being silenced and all of that. But like I said, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Um, um, love to everybody. I'm gonna drop down and let you finish. Love to treasure, darling. But I just feel like people, they have nothing to do, and I see what you be saying. I see it now. But I gotta
Yeah.
drop. But I love you. How y'all
Okay,
doing?
Sparkles. All right. Come
Yeah.
on. Don't be a busted brick. Come on now. Come on, Sparkles. So somebody said Sparkles need to come through the door if he wants respect. He comes on the panel and automatically start calling women who don't take a liking to people. Okay, I see it all. Jill, you sound dumb. Dimples in Tulsa as well. Sparkles attack women everywhere, and you all don't say jack. You know what though? It is what it is. Beef Sector 2.0. I really could care less. I just call it out. I just call it out. I see people fighting. I see people trying to start mess. I just call it out. And it is what it is. And the gay men stick together. Okay, they've always stuck together. We had to. Yeah, we've always stuck together. We've stuck together when they were doing somebody's hair, and then all of a sudden they got with their friends and start acting different. Yeah, we stuck together. We stick together. You're right about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm just calling it out. And I think the girls are not well. I think that we have some issues. We see some self hatred. We have a man who don't like gay men, but he gay. He don't like trans women, but he wants to dress up as Madonna. It's just like, okay. And then I remind him of his mama. Child, bye. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And gay men have been over here. Well, the women should stick together. But what do? You will allow somebody like Ghetto Intellect to have y'all fighting against each other and nobody don't say a damn thing. But y'all should stick together. See, this gay man is not going to fight for no straight woman who allows allegedly heterosexual men to come and attack the community and laugh about it. And then when they attack them, they want everybody to move heaven and earth. Screw that. And that's where I am. And I don't hate nobody. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I don't have time for it. These people are crazy and they do what they want to do. I stick with me. If anything, I'ma stick with me. I'ma stick with me. I'm telling you, because the gay men will come over here and say some ugly stuff too. I stick with me. That's the bottom line. And these people are not well. They're not well. They want attention. Any way they can get it, they'll get it. They didn't get it at home. I don't know if they were the middle child. I don't know what's wrong with them. But again, I don't take these folks seriously. I'm just looking at what's going on. I'm just looking at how people are handling these things. And I just think it's really interesting. And you all get all into it. You get all into it. You get all into it. And I'm just like, okay. And they plan for and y'all let that allegedly heterosexual man over there objectify women, talk any kind of way to y'all, but y'all love them over there and y'all let them say anything. And that's what I don't get. Y'all let people say anything to y'all. That's why I think you all are just wrapped up. Some of y'all wrapped up in cult mess because you let people say anything to you, do anything to you, curse you out and all of this stuff. And y'all just go with it. Doxing people is wrong, but y'all allowed it to happen. So it is what it is. Putting people address out, putting people phone numbers out, all of this kind of stuff. It's crazy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And trust me, I've heard what these people said about other folk, but let me say this too. I am leaving all of this mudslinging alone because, like I said, somebody came for me one day and I came for them. Let me tell you something. It's equal opportunity. Get your butt handed to you. And that's why I have stepped back because, baby, I can give it as well as I can take it. I will give it. But that's not the way to do it. It doesn't show emotional intelligence. And that's what people want. People want you to fight fire with fire. And I'm just sorry because some people have been raised to live in strife and conflict, and that's not me. And that's it. That's it. That's all. So this was really about popcorn over there, and you better find out if you're gonna get them people their money back from that popcorn and popcorn and what's the other person named Popcorn and what did I name them? Mama Issues, and Popcorn. So anyway, I'm here for it. And like I said, my format is not cussing folk out. And again, I'm not talking under people's clothes. I'm not talking about how they look and all that. That's foolishness. That's foolishness. It is what it is. It's what people are doing. So, yeah. And I'm going to let them fight if that's what they want to do. And let me say this. Trésor is Trésor. How he handles Trésor is how he handles Trésor. I handle me. I can only give an account for me because let me tell you something. When you stand before God, Trésor is not going to be there. It's no middleman, okay? It's just you and the big guy, all right? And that's it. So that's it. So anyway. Okay. I just want y'all to look at this now. I just want y'all to look at this because if you put people in the corner, they will come back out fighting. So that's all. That's all I got to say about that. That's it. Reading the right person. I don't know who you're talking about. So again, you can be a little bit more specific and then we can go ahead and get into a dialogue. But I really don't know who you're talking about right now. So yeah, I don't. So I don't know who you're talking about. All right, moving along. And like I said, how Sparkle's house look is Sparkle's business. It ain't my house. That's all I can say. It ain't my house. It's Sparkle's house. Okay, let me see. Hey, what's up, Queen Tulsa?
Away from me. I don't.
No, I just need to put on my underwear, honey.
Queen Tulsa, come on. Let's get together. Get together, girl. You on my platform. I don't want to hear about your panties. What's going on?
Hey, Pastor, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Ooh, listen, I'm so excited. Listen here, the people are upset. The girls are not well. The girls are not
Mm.
well. Uh-huh.
Well, people are saying, Tulsa,
Give
in
me
order
one
for
second.
you all to get respect, y'all got to show respect. And a lot of people think that you all have attacked women. And they said that this is why y'all don't get respected. So, what is your thoughts to that? Because that's how people are feeling. That's what they're really saying.
Hold on one second, Pastor. You told me to don't tell my business. Hold on.
Jesus. Well, while she is getting her business taken care of, whatever that is. So, like I said, a lot of you all are saying that Queen Tulsa and Lady Sparkles and Lady Dimples, they always want to get respect, but people feel like they're disrespectful. And they said you got to give it to get it. And so that's what they're saying. So I'm going to let Queen Tulsa in,
Yes.
respond to that.
I'm here. Listen here, Pastor. I just want to say thank you so much for always supporting me. Ness was getting upset because she said that you wasn't over at my chat today when I was just live. But what I told her was, you had hit me up on the back end. I knew that you were in the chat watching the live video, and she got upset because she wanted to see your face. And like I told Ness, Everything is not for the public's consumption. Get into that. I'm not trying to tell everybody what we have going on. What we got going on is what we got going on. And
But
if
this
they
is
don't
the
like it,
thing.
then they just don't like it.
I may or may not be in your chat because when I leave mine, like I'm going to leave mine, I have something planned with my other half. So I may or may not be in your chat. And when I am in your chat, like I was in Rodney's chat, then I will let you know. Like I didn't have a problem saying, hey, I was in Rodney's chat today and this is what I saw and I'm addressing it. So I don't have a problem. And my job is not to be in everybody's chat because at the end of the day, it's really not my business. And I go where I please. And I didn't know that it was my job to monitor other people's chats. This is where we first started falling out with people because I think people really thought that I was going to actually be in their chats 24/7. And I'm like, no, you got your 1,000. Now you run it because I can't do my business if I'm busy always taking care of yours. So my thing is, I don't understand why I have to be in the chat. Um, that's weird. But anyway, move on. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, whether if I had you in my title or not, like, I don't think that she needs to be questioned why you're not here. And you know what? Real Mama Fifi brought up a real good point is like, as much as she try to keep turn other people against you, she still wants to be a part of your life.
Well, like I said, I really don't know because at the end of the day, I do not watch her like that. But
You want to say this
I
to
think
your
she's
queen?
doing her big one. From what I heard, that she's the queen of the sector. So sit on your throne. I mean, hey,
I
rule
am.
your subjects.
Yes.
I'm just doing what I need to do on my end. And my thing is, I don't have time to really be going back and forth with people and I'm not making it an issue. So whether I'm in your chat or not, it really doesn't matter because it's not my job to be in people's chats. It's my job to come on, do my entertainment and move on. And if I happen to get to your chat, then so be it. But I've supported you or I have transferred people and say, hey, I'm getting ready to leave. Y'all go see Queen Tulsa. I've done that. But that's what I'm going to do. I don't promise anybody anything, period.
Absolutely. And me and you never had no agreement. Me and you never just sat up here and said, oh, well, if you
Hey,
do this
Coles
for me,
World. I want Coles World. Hold on for a minute. Because Coles World, I did get your email, Coles World, and I read it, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I just read what that person had, and I don't know why I don't see you, Coles World, but if Coles World is in, I don't want you to feel threatened. But a lot of people had some unflattering things to say about you. I really didn't say much because I don't know you to that point to make judgment or any kind of brief on you. So I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Queen Tulsa.
okay, this is what I was going to say to you. The night we met, I often remember Jay Wilson, two strangers
Uh
meeting
huh.
for the very
Stop, Tulsa.
first
Stop, because you
time.
got a whole husband.
Now, okay.
Somebody said, hey, Jay Wilson, where did Ness say all of this? Because she didn't even speak on Jay Wilson today. Is Tulsa being messy and trying to get past the drag Ness? It's not going to happen because that's between Ness and Tulsa. It's not going to happen, but that's between Ness and Tulsa. So Tulsa people saying you gaslighting because you're not necessarily telling the truth because Ness didn't say anything.
I feel good.
Somebody said simply pink and green. I remember Cole from talking trash about Pastor at SK and Joy's chat room. People do that. She's friends with Joyce. Oh, okay. Hopefully Cole will see my call. Okay, I didn't know who she really was. So okay. Somebody said Toast is lying and gaslighting and like she women. Okay, interesting. Uh-huh. Somebody said, all right, Stephanie Mills, thank you. So it's a lot of things going on. They like to pretend Jay isn't relevant, but we know different. Baby, I'm not relevant. I'm just trying to make it here. I'm just trying to, baby, I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain and I'm doing my best to make it in. See, I'm not the king. I'm not the queen. I'm not the transgender. I am none of those things. I'm just Jay trying to make it. That's it. I just come on and do my commentary. I just do what I do. Somebody said at least Tulsa She like never lied on a heterosexual man in the beef sector or uh okay. Oh Lord Jesus, they coming after you, Tulsa. Girl, they said you're not. They said you're gaslighting, honey. Niece, they said you're gaslighting, girl. They said you're trying to get Ness upset, and you doing this kind of stuff. And Tulsa, now, Tulsa, you have a whole husband,
I
and
do.
you live in Tulsa, and I have a whole man, and I live in San Antonio, and I'm not leaving him for nobody, and he ain't leaving me. So y'all don't know what's going on here, but yeah, I'm just saying that. Tulsa's line about notice she never answers pastors' questions. Oh, baby, they coming after you, Tulsa.
Well, Pastor, I just feel like you and I over here, I'm just taking a moment to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy this time that we have together just by ourselves. We don't have anybody rushing up on the panel. Not that it's a
Interesting.
problem.
Interesting. Listen to your choice of words, Tulsa. So, Tulsa, what are you trying to do? You try. Look, Tulsa. Now we grown. We grown, and I know the game. Tulsa, who you trying to make upset? You don't have to do that. You over here because you're respectful of the platform. You don't have to do all of that, Tulsa.
Exactly. I just
Because
feel
I
like I
know
gotta be
I see a focus and I see a slant. So are you having issues with Dory and Ness, and you're trying to even make them more extremely upset with you? Because at the end of the day, they don't really want you over here, but yet you are. And I'm not saying that you don't have a right to be over here, but it seems like you're trying to put salt in a wound, which is like, really? So I'm just wondering, Tulsa, because again, just state what you're really trying to do. If you're trying to make them upset, just state it because it seems like that's what you're going for. I'm just saying, Tulsa, because that's what you seem like you're going over there. Now, you know good and well that I have someone and you have someone, Tulsa. And
nothing you
and
said
again, Tulsa, they already said
to
that you've been
my
trying
heart.
out. They said you was trying to get a
Nothing
man from the white T
because
sector
I'm
and the
such
black
a
T
true
sector. So, that's
guy.
what Lady Sparkle's been saying.
I
And I
take
know
it to
that's
the
not
sky
you.
like a step to a ladder, like a birds of a feather. We stick together
Okay.
like
She
a
trying to connect you to mess. But baby, I ain't connected to mess. This is what I gotta say. I am here to really talk
my
about
God,
those
my
things. I am not here to be going at people to argue. I'm not arguing with people. I will see some things. I will speak on those things, but I'm beyond arguing and going back with people. Like I said what I said about Brian today. I meant what I said. I don't have any ill will towards the young man. I think he really needs to see a therapist. I think he really has some
God. He
issues.
just lost it when I brought your name up. Yeah. And this is the thing.
Somebody said, Pastor said, Dory said, Pastor don't care about you, Tulsa. Said, Pastor, and I talk offline all the time. So, first of all, 2.0, I haven't talked to Dory offline for a good minute. Dory is not allowed to talk to me. I won't even take her call or her text. So, I know that's a lie. Like, Teddy Riley is her baby daddy. Now, let me say this. It's not because I don't care about Tulsa. Tulsa is 1099 like everybody else. She's a 1099 like Dory is a 1099. However, she has access because at least she's respectable. And that's why she's over here. So it's not if I like you or not. It's like, do I want you over here? And if people would be respectful, then they could be over here. But when you do stupid stuff, then I got to take extreme measures and do stupid stuff and not have you over here. So that's what the real deal is. I don't talk to Dory, period. So that's a lie from the pit of hell, and the truth ain't in it. All right.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like a whole jealousy thing. They send their peoples over here. And see, that's the thing, Pastor. I like to make my own decisions. And I'm not, that's why I said it felt like a cultish vibe to me. That's how it felt to me. I'm not saying that it is. It felt like that to me, like, oh, you can't do this. I felt like I was restricted to do things. And I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to sit here and choose
Tulsa said you talk to her all the time, and Dora calls out, baby, I don't know. I don't know Tulsa's phone number. I have never called Tulsa on the phone. Tulsa and I have never talked. Now, Tulsa may have put something in the background, but other than that, Tulsa and I have never talked. I don't even think Tulsa sends emails. So again, if now Tulsa's telling Dory that, then Dory is actually getting gaslighted. Because I'm just telling you now, I know what Tulsa's saying, but I'm telling you what the real deal is. So, and again, if again, I guess Tulsa said if somebody can say that they Teddy Riley baby mama, I guess she can say I'm not agreeing with it because I'm telling you and I'm setting the record straight. But
Debo
yeah,
Sheba.
I know for myself. I know for myself. Hey, the mayor of Detroit.
And listen
You
here,
know what though? But let me say this
you don't
though.
need to tell
At
nobody.
least Tulsa will come up and try to clear hers up. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. Again, y'all, I'm not turning against Queen Tulsa. I know who Tulsa is. Now, when me and Tulsa don't speak no more, it's because something has happened drastically. But again, you all, I'm telling you, if you respect my platform, if you respect me, I know the game. I know how people act. I know how people play. They might say one thing and do another on my platform. I get it. I'm not dumb. I get it. But what you're not going to do is disrespect me on my platform and talk all kind of mess and all of this and then want to get loud and stuff. That's why some people don't come on my platform because they don't know how to act. They don't have emotional intelligence. Like I'm talking now. Tulsa has not once interrupted me while I am giving my discourse. So again, if you want your favorite YouTubers to come on, then they need to respect it. That's all I'm saying. It don't take a math or rocket scientist to know that I will let you on. You don't even have to like me. I'll let you on. But when you get disrespectful, then that's when we have to let you off. Jay Dunn could have kept home being up here until she disrespected Vivian and then had the nerve to go into the back chat and continue to disrespect Vivian. So no, I don't want you over here. See how that works?
Baby, I love you. You
I
all know
haven't
that.
seen Cole's World in here. Cole's World, I just put that email down for Little Mama Obama, and you can use it as well. If just make sure you leave your YouTube page so I can go right to your page and then unblock you if you're blocked. You may be blocked. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't care if she got a white man. That don't have nothing to do with me. That's her and the mic. That's the her and the white man. See, again, y'all get caught up in the sauce. I know. So I know Tulsa. I've seen Tulsa do some stuff, and I'm like, look at Tulsa gaslighting these girls. Look at Tulsa trolling these girls, and then she gonna come right back over here. I get it, you all. I get it, and y'all think somebody don't see it. I see it, but some things are not worth talking about until you need to talk about it. And I don't have a problem with Tulsa. And if I did, I would say, Tulsa, this is the problem that I have with you. And in the future, could we just stop doing that? I don't have a problem. I just told Tulsa she got a whole man. I have a whole man. I ain't leaving mine. And whatever she does with hers is her business. But me and Tulsa don't got a thing going on like that. We ain't on the phone like that. Now Tulsa can click up on the link. I'm just saying.
Clicky, clicky.
Mm-hmm. So that's all. What's up, Haitian Princess? So yeah, I just want you all to know that I don't have a problem with these people. I just see what these people do. I just see the lies that they really, really tell. And it's like they can lie without blinking an eye. They can lie and keep on moving like that lying never happened. And I think that's the big thing. So yeah, yeah. So anything else, Tulsa? What else is going on?
Well, Ro cussed out Dimples on my channel yesterday.
Oh,
Trying
why did he do that?
they Dimples. She said that he was desperate for a man, and I don't know why she said that because then he went in on her and the
Mm.
stalls and the holes
Oh
and
my.
oh yeah, that she needs to run down. That she gets people to come off their job to come to the glory hole and say, "Hurry up and get that nut out of me." Oh,
Oh
that
Jesus.
was a lot.
Okay, I can't. I can't, Lord. Mm-mm, mm-mm. My goodness. So, Pastor, we have to start calling during Miss Teddy Riley. No. Somebody checked on that and they said that is not the truth. Let me say this, y'all. I'm gonna leave Dimples and Roll alone. I'm telling you. But it went down on your channel. Did you start it up? Did you stir it up? Did you ask? What questions did you ask? Because I know you pushed it. I know you had to do something to push it, Queen Tulsa.
It didn't really
Cause
take
you
much.
I know you done stirred it up.
It really didn't take that much. But we got Lemons, this guy named Resto and Ghetto Intellect, they're fighting over him for his attention. Um it went down on Pizarro's channel today, actually. Uh
Mm,
Resto feels like, Lemon needs a man in his life to be able to navigate through these YouTube streets. Lemon needs a
okay.
man to man
Hmm.
conversation behind the scenes
Mm,
because he cares
interesting.
about him. He's not giving up on him. And the women aren't doing their job, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Ladies, y'all not doing y'all's job.
Well,
Even the
I
ladies
haven't.
over there for Lemon, they not doing their job. That's what Russell said. Go ahead, sound off.
I haven't gone over there and watched, and I don't know rest though, so I can't really speak on that. And I don't really go over there to watch. So, wow. Mm. Somebody said, "What?" I have to check that out. I noticed that clash at the end of Lemon's last live too. Okay, well, come on, Lemon. They fighting over them lemon cakes. My
Yes.
God.
And then they
Mm.
were bragging about who made more money
Uh,
than Bresto. Like he has a one way open relationship. Have you ever heard of a one way open relationship?
I guess he can cheat, but the person with him can't.
That's right. And then he
Interesting.
says there's like a whole, like, kind of like the casting couch. He has to get an approval. It has to go through clearance, and then they can do it.
I don't know him. Is he original beast actor?
No, he come from the racist sector.
Okay, I don't know him. Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So, how do you feel
interesting.
about Treasure Lane out here shaking things up for the young guys?
What did he shake up?
Treasure Lane is interested in audio. Mhm.
Is he?
Yeah,
Did he say he's interested in him?
it was the way that he had come on live the other
But did he
night
say he's interested in him?
in my mind.
Oh, that's in your mind.
In my
Okay, that's your mind. Okay, because you have a vivid imagination, Queen
That's
Tulsa.
right.
Interesting. Well, I didn't hear that, but no, I didn't hear that. But you know, um, you may not see Treasure with someone, but he's not a lonely person, and he may not be alone. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
He comes on here and this is my thing. I kind of felt
Are
like
you fighting with Treasure
Ron,
now? He must have cleaned you up at some point in time.
no, he did a little dusting.
Oh,
Um
okay. So, but he did have words with you because I'm gonna tell you, you're doing a Nest right now, and you're doing a Rodney. You're doing a Nest, and you're doing a Rodney right now, and a Brian, all at the same time.
Treasure
Yeah.
Lane has come over to my panel and called me all types of bitches and hoes. I mean, just
He just did that for no reason.
yeah, I don't know what Treasure is on. I emailed him and he
Because let
never
me say this,
responded.
I don't think any of the older guys are trying to get with these young guys because most of all, it's about stability. And if you living with your mama or nobody ain't trying to do that, and I'm not down in the young man, but nobody don't want nobody who don't got that going for them. Either you got to have equal or more than the other person. And so I'm just saying, I just think that we've been in the game for a long time and we see some of the pitfalls and we see how people are used because we do see a lot of straight or a straight appearing man get used by a lot of these heterosexual women or not even heterosexual, they can be lesbian women and then how it turns up. And so we've seen it. And so hopefully they don't go down that rabbit hole again. So we've seen it.
Well, Treasure Lane needs to come up here and clear it up with me that he's not
I don't think he's
interested
gonna
in
come on here
women.
because I think you just asked them, and anytime you have to ask somebody to come and clear it, they ain't coming.
Yeah, he better not. He better not.
Okay,
Um,
so you really trolling today, baby. You trolling today, baby. You trolling today. But y'all don't forget now, I am going to do my Tumu haul today. So y'all make sure y'all come to see that. I'm going to do that little Timu haul. Baby, I got it together. It's going and I know some of y'all gonna be like, Jay, we'll see. What's up, Castro, if he's in here?
Hey, Castro. Castro,
Mhm.
Yes, mother. I was not. I was not acting like those things. I mean, I don't know if mother had like it looks like water, but I think it's vodka.
Okay. Well, I would rather him drink in his home than in a car. We've seen, oh Lord, I don't want to, let me stop because somebody's getting ready to get touched. So I've seen people drink in their cars. So, but again, y'all, I just think it's really interesting. And I know I'm gonna be like, oh, you standing up for mother. But I see what people trying to serve. I see what people trying to serve. I see what y'all trying to serve. And I see exactly how y'all trying to serve it. And I think it's really interesting how y'all try to put those little spin on the curved ball and how y'all hit those little drop shots with the spin on it, like in tennis. So when the ball bounced, it bounced the opposite way. I see it. I see it.
Well,
Baby,
Brian
I'm not a
very
Timu ambassador yet, but if you like what I got, then I might have to do that. Somebody said I used to like when Dragons did her Timu hauls, Lord. Oh, mother said trying to malign me. Okay, I'll admit it. Tulsa is coming along. However, Sparkles has a long way to go. Start by undotting, crossing your I's and dotting those T's. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. Y'all leave Lady Sparkles alone. She already has a DUI. She can't drink in her car. Ooh, who got a DUI?
oh, I'm
Mm,
not sure.
okay. All right, pretty purple, ain't he? Oh my God. I don't know who has a DUI. Yeah, but Ken is in here, and Ken, when you drop that information, let me know because some people claim they married, and I don't know how they can be married to one person but be married to another person. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. My God, today.
Yeah, and listen here, they're passing Simon around like he's a hot potato child. She's over there telling him how she was gonna screw him, and oh my god, it was getting so disgusting.
Ooh.
I'm like, you're a married woman, Dora. Yeah,
Oh, okay, whatever.
the girls are not well. No, they're not.
My God, today. So anyway, y'all, it's really interesting. But like I said, y'all, I'm not mad at um um popcorn and mama issues. I just think that they need to get it together. And I know they're gonna come off very angry, very hostile. I'm gonna let them be very angry and hostile because that's how they think, that's how they get through. But I'm gonna say it. I didn't call you out your name. I just called it exactly how I called it. You hate gay people, yet you gay. You don't like trans people, but yet you're trying to dress up as LaDonna, and it's just you're just a walking contradiction. And again, you don't come over here because you can't do what you want, and you're not going to say what you want, and that's fine.
Well, Treasure
So,
Lane and Dory made up. He went over and hit her link the other day.
mm, my
They're
God,
buddies. They're making up. They brought things together and they didn't squash their beef and they're gonna move right along.
okay,
Good
whatever.
news. Hmm.
All right. Well, you have anything you'd like to say, Queen Tulsa? Because I'm getting ready to get off. We're getting ready to um, dine in a couple of minutes, and I want to be able to spend some time with my other half. But I am going to be coming back on around 8ish, and I will be doing my Timu haul. So get ready for it, y'all. I got some stuff that I want y'all to see. So, and baby, I know the girls is gonna eat me up because I don't know, it's some things y'all may not like, but baby, hey,
Like you
I'm
was
gonna
eating that
show it.
cookie. Listen
What you
here.
say?
Let's speak about the cookie. A lot of people had. Well, there was some reviews about the cookie.
Okay. And
Uh,
what were the reviews?
Brian said that you look like you didn't even like the cookie.
Okay.
He said that when you took that napkin to your face, that you took it with disgust, and you look like it was disgusting and nasty to you. And he said that you
No,
won't
the
be.
cookies were good, but that's Brian, and look who's the source is coming from. So he would not have anything good to say in the first place because he's so jaded. Moving right along, let's get to somebody else.
Right. So I was just happy. I was like, well, if you don't, I
I
mean,
thought the cookies were very good. And there's always going to be someone, but it's a black business. And if they were, let me say this, if they were not good, I would have said, oh, they were average. I rated the cookies by which one I thought was good. The only reason why I put the napkin to my face because the cookie began to crumble, no pun intended. And so that's why I did that. But again, y'all, I don't watch him, and the man has issues. He really has issues, and yeah. So
I think you should
Tulsa
give us a
child.
version of when you warm it up. I want to see like the warmed up.
Well, I just wanted to show the people how good it was without being warmed up. But I like I said, I'm gonna do my Timu haul, and we're gonna do that today.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pastor Miss Pizarro got a Christian Dion Mother's Day gift. Okay, okay, Pastor, is your other half lyric? Because we know you ain't got no man child. Okay, if I don't have one, I don't have one. You know,
Here, what is
Pastor never have a problem getting a man. Never,
exactly?
even at age 55. I'm telling you that AARP card does wonders for you. But anyway,
And you're so
you
handsome, by the way.
yeah, believe what you want. I'm not here to impress y'all. I'm not. So if I don't have a man, then I don't have a man.
Hmm. Yes.
Hmm.
Well, listen here. I want to talk about you not having a man on my channel, child. They saying that you ain't got a man. I want to hear if they got to say why y'all feel like Pastor ain't got no man. Why y'all feel like he's not worthy of a good.
But it's not up to them. If they feel like I don't have one, then I don't have one, and that's it. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm cool with or without a man, but like I said, long as I know what's the word, Queen Tulsa?
Thunderbird,
No, what's the word?
Ebo Shada.
I know for myself. Come on now, you had to give me the right word. I know for myself. So, baby, I don't worry about what these people think. I don't have a job and I don't have a corner office either, according to the girls. But what is the word again,
Ebo
Tulsa?
Shada.
I know for myself. How that lady said, I know for myself.
You know,
Honey, that wig was, I know for myself. Mama was very sure that she knew for herself.
Ebo Shada.
So I know for myself. So again, see, that's the thing. This sector is always about causing doubt or making people self think or overthink. I don't. Why? And I don't have anything to prove. Why?
Well,
To
it's
who? For
Ness.
what? For
She
what?
don't want me over here with you. It's something about you. What I mean, really, and let me just ask you this before we leave. What y'all had going on? Because
We
her
had nothing going on.
was saying that you know, you got something going on with her because you always let her back in.
No, I mean, I don't have a problem with Ness. One thing I can say about Ness is I've never been doxxed by Ness. Ness can say some stuff, but yeah. So, but I won't let Dimples in because Dimples has done some really nasty stuff. Jay Dunn. Mm-mm. So ZX, for what I needed him for, and we move on. I don't have a problem with people. I really don't. I say what I need to say, and that's it. And I'm not intimidated. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
it is what it
that's
is.
that.
Baby, I don't have anything against these girls. I don't have a problem with any of them. I take them for what they're worth. I see them for what they are and I keep moving. And that's it. I do this for my entertainment purposes. I don't know these people personally. I'm just seeing and looking at the games that they play. Somebody said, "What is Tulsa's fascination with Ness? Is creepy."
No, I'm just tired of her trying to tell me where I can go. She complains like she can't had come harassing me in my life today, asking me where was you at? Why wasn't you there? Like why wasn't you on the link? I mean, she just harasses me about you. And it's getting out of hand, at this
Mm.
point.
Well, Tulsa, that's totally up to you. You got to figure out what you're going to do about that.
Well, I'm gonna stay here.
But yeah,
You're
but
not.
you staying here has never been an issue. I mean, my thing is you need to stand up for yourself and you need to tell her how you feel. But I just think that it's a play to press her buttons. And that's what I think you're doing. I think that you're doing that. And I think that's your focus. But you're a troll and that's what trolls do. So I get it.
No, seriously, she has this obsession with me. She had come out the blue, like I don't think I was talking about her, but she popped up out the sky and she's like, "Where's no?" She hit the link. That's what she did. She hit the link to hey. She didn't even give me a happy Mother's Day. She went.
Is
She
that the train? Is that the midnight
that,
train to Georgia?
that is
I got
confirmation.
to go. I got to go.
Mm.
Baby, honey, the train, honey. That's the men on the chain gang. Come on, train. Woo, baby, it's getting closer.
It is.
Let me hear it.
She gonna do it tomorrow. She already done passed through, child.
Baby, honey, that train
We're
said,
gonna
I'm
get up on
here.
the side.
Baby, that train said, get off the tracks. Lord Jesus. Baby, Tulsa, you got a lot of things going on in that neighborhood. You got a train, you got all of these things going on. But Tulsa, the girls are saying, honey, you just doing a lot. They said they say you embellishing. They said you're being a little baroque. They said you just adding a little bit more than what it is, Tulsa. And they said that's what you do. And somebody said, I'm not a fan of Ness like that, but Tulsa, you are lying. And that's B Sector 2.0 and
They
B
want
Sector
me
2.
to flip on you like they flip on each other.
But no, she said, I'm not a fan of Ness, but Tulsa, you are lying.
They playing like they care. They don't care. They
That's
look
I
at
thought I
you.
remember Ness doxing you. No. Ness used to work for a company that did our HOA, but she never doxed me. So yeah. She mentioned that, but she never doxed me.
And if you say she can come over here, I can't say nothing about that. This is your business. I
Correct.
don't run anything over here. Can y'all stop trying to put me up against this man? I can't tell him what to do. And
What's
it's
up, Lady
hey,
Sparkles?
sister.
Hi, Tulsi, baby. What's going on?
Hey,
Happy Mother's Day,
sissy.
girl. Listen, y'all got to back a little bit up off my sis. I mean, Deanna dragged the skin off her nest, and then she came because it's so interesting. I just caught the last of what you were saying. Now, Tulsi ain't completely lying because Ness just came flying through my goddamn crack house. And I'm like, why is she coming? Then I'm not reading her with the facts of life. I mean, she talk about, Treasure Lane is this, that, and the third, and this and that. I'm like, these people have more fashion, more class, more style. And what is the problem? At first I thought it was funny, but now I'm seeing that she harassing you too, Tulsa. It's like, what is this? Are you Is this harass the trans girls days? What is it? Because you're not
Most
a mother.
definitely
I mean,
harassment.
yeah, I don't know. But
So
like I
you're
said,
saying that Beef Sector 2.0 is lying, that Ness is doing these things, but Beef Sector 2.0 is sticking up for Ness. But you're saying that because Beef Sector 2.0 saying that Queen Tulsa is embellishing, she's adding a lot of stank
well,
onto
I didn't
something.
see what happened on at Queen Tulsa's because I didn't watch. I mean, I didn't watch no Shade Tulsa. I didn't see it because you just had child. You go to Wink and you miss everything in here. Now I'm not saying what they saying is lying, but as far as I know, I'm like, why didn't Ness come hit my link? I know I had put her name in the title, but
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
what
doing
she said.
comments.
She hit your link and then she had come to hit my link.
Oh
That's
Now
what
wow!
they're
she
now they're jumping. Now they're jumping Ness. Typical.
And,
Well, aren't
and
they? Wait, hold on. Aren't they jumping
nobody's jumping
Rodney?
that Deep Sector
Wait a minute.
2.0. Why
Aren't
don't
they
you come
jumping
up here?
Rodney? Aren't they jumping? The people are jumping a lot of people. I'm just asking
Who jumping
because
Rodney?
yeah,
What the
child
hell?
people, everybody.
Oh yeah, Deanna and King Irvin, King Romeo, Roman. What happened with that? That's what I meant to ask Rodney. What the hell, dude? Tulsa, do you know what happened with that? I
They
don't know,
said that he
child. It
doxed
just
his mama. He put his mama picture on his
no, I
community
didn't see it.
wall.
I went over there. I didn't see it, but
I
maybe figuring
believe I
that
be in Tulsa lives past the she line. Okay.
out. Oh,
B Sector
I,
2.0
I,
said he be in your lives and you lying, Tulsa. That's what
I
he
well,
don't know. I
said.
wasn't there, so I don't know.
he just
But
want to
anybody
come
got
here
a
and
jump
stir up the
nest?
things, and nobody has to jump her. That woman is malicious. She sat up here and she broke me and Dory's friendship up. She broke up our relationship. Yes,
Really? Really?
Dory
Did
was
you
going.
really think you had a friendship with Dory? Right?
Yes,
Okay.
we were doing good until Ness stepped in, and
Um,
then Ness stepped in,
It
and
was
it seems
easy
like
to
every
say.
time she stuck her big
um,
tail up in something, it all goes to like shambles. And that's if you're in
Um,
the chat, you
So
can
what
come over
happened?
here
Wait a minute. Yeah,
and
what
come in
happened?
and
So I
vent.
never did ask you what happened because Ness came over and what she did. Because I,
okay. What
oh,
happened to
y'all hear me?
go ahead,
I mean, yeah,
Sparkles.
yeah, because I said Shakim name. I said Shasha. Now I gave Shakim Shasha first. And she jumped up like, oh, you trying to take Shak? I gave Shakim that name. Shakim is mine, bitch. Now what happened?
Yeah, she
You can
was
take
trying to
Lemon
get
back.
selfish with him, wasn't she? Okay, so this is the thing. So this is she like when she saw Lemon and Shakim, okay, she had already picked her side. Shakim was gonna be her favorite. Then she tries to put me and Dory together only to break us up just only a week later. So it's like she's trying to tell Dory that Dory has to do this for me and I have to do this for Dory. Like I have to be at Dory's channel every time that she goes live. I'm a grown woman. I have a real life outside of YouTube. I can't sit here and watch every video that Dory does. I cannot be there on every panel. She wants me to be loyal to her. And I'm like, okay, well, she doesn't come to all of my lives. And it's like a take. Y'all don't want to give. Ness, when was the last time you've been at my channel? The only time you come over there is when you want to take away my crowd. I have a big crowd of people over there. And then guess who shows up? Ness to hop up out the crowd. I mean, it's hundreds of people, ladies and gentlemen. 200 or 300 people up in my chat. She comes over and drains my chat. Like, if you really that girl, why did you have to come over and drain my chat like that? Always trying to get a moment. I get it. I'm the star here. I get it. Your time has ran out. It's time for you to move on. You're the executive. Do your job. Be the executive and let me have it. Get into it. Wake it up, Sparkle. Go at her.
Girl, I'm done with this. I can't, you
Y'all give people too much. Y'all give too much people too much. It's
I'm
not
not
all that
giving too much.
serious.
It was just shocking that she hit my link, and I'm
Somebody
like,
said,
because
"Oh my
last time,
God, Ness was supporting you heavy, Tulsa. So you so
oh,
fake."
who
Nah,
said
she
that?
sabotaged me. Like, seriously.
And this
Oh,
is what the
shit.
trans do. They single out one woman and lodge a
No, the
barrage of
trans do
attacks
not. Don't
against
speak for
them.
all the trans. If you ain't a fucking trans woman, don't speak for us, bitch. That's the fucking problem. Why don't you hit this fucking link? Since y'all got so much to fucking say, and it probably ain't no ride to live. It's probably a fake ass motherfucker, just like Scam Dora, bald headed ass. Got Ayala bald headed ass picture up on her motherfucking profile, bitch. What happened? Sick of you motherfuckers. Half of y'all motherfuckers just want something to say to the trans girls. If you all getting a dollar or a dime off the trans girls, you ain't motherfucking satisfied. That's the problem. We don't come to the women, the natural women, and say, oh, you was born with a pussy. We hate you because you was born with a pussy. We know what the fuck we was born with. The fuck you gotta keep reminding us? And y'all men still love it. The fuck? Girl, let me get the fuck out of here if I have to curse this whole goddamn chat out. Love to everybody. Shout out to Treasure. I see it's still a bottom feeder. Hating on you because a
Sister,
natural
don't
woman.
leave.
Hold on 1 second. Because a natural woman told X when I showed her Treasure a picture, she was like, oh, that woman is cute. And that's everybody ain't fucking melted down, smoking off that fucking Florida crack pipe, okay, bitch? That's the gag. While you talk about a bitch, I can get my shit fixed. Can you get that drooping ass mouth fixed? Can you get that Captain Craig crunchity crunch leg fixed, bitch? No. Shut the fuck up, oh. Levine's Library ain't never been out my sight. What about yours? Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Shout out to Deanna. Drag. It's Bloody Mary fucking season, bitch. Fuck you.
Okay, that's very interesting. Like I said, I have no alliances to anyone. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No alliances. Um, yeah, you know, but Nessa's in the spotlight. Tulsa's there. So what do you think that you gonna get? I mean, this is what you get. It is what it is, y'all. I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Whatever. 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 2.0. Nick, can I say this? You all are in the beef sector. People are going to say what they want to say. You can't win from losing. If you try to abide by the rules, somebody's going to come for you. It is what it is. If you're big enough to give a lick, you're big enough to take a lick in this beef sector. It is not a woman or da da da. This is the beef sector. Gay men, trans people have been here. We have been fighting since the beef sector has evolved. So it ain't no big whoop about that. Um, I just think people just take that because it's an easy argument. Those are my thoughts. What do you think,
You
Tulsa?
know what? I think it is too. And it's like you said, this is the B sector, so people need to stop acting like they don't know what goes on over here. It does not matter if you're male or female. If you step your neck out there and you go at somebody, then don't get mad when people are going back at you. But this is my thing. Yes, Ness is jealous of me and my relationships and my friendship. And I feel like she really messed up a good thing with Dory and I. And I feel like with her exposing my best friend's child's father, I just felt like that was way, way, way out of line. I wouldn't have never done that to Ness. I've never gotten down. I mean, I would have never done that to Dory. I've never gotten down to the gutter to where I have to get messy like that and just really expose this woman's child's father because oh my goodness, Pastor, it just bothers me. It was like he was never her friend. I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? And I told Dory, I said, you and I are gonna have to have a conversation. I want our relationship back. I want to get back on those terms when, we just her love will never change. Her love will never change, I promise. Her love will never
So
change. But
beef sector
I just want to
2.0. So you think Tulsa is the only dangerous one here? You don't think a lady who lies is dangerous? I'm just saying because again, I'm not sticking up for Tulsa, but you think Tulsa is the only dangerous person? I'm surprised Tulsa even calling that lady a friend. I'm looking at Tulsa with the side eye for even saying that. So yeah, I just think it's really interesting. But Tulsa, I told you too. I told you that ain't no friends on YouTube. But y'all don't listen. So
you
a
always
hard head makes a soft behind. I'm just saying, because if you ever thought that person was your friend, then I'm looking at you like, are you okay? Are you well? Because I told you that person is nobody's friend. So maybe it wasn't Ness. Maybe that person just did you a favor. I'm just saying, it's just really interesting. But having gone through that situation, I told you it wasn't a matter of if, it was when. And y'all
I
act
want
like
it
that I've been
back.
speaking
I want
Chinese
it
to you
back.
all.
I feel like we made magic. If you really
You
think
haven't,
about it,
Tulsa. You haven't. And you just gaslighting the hell out of this. You ain't make no magic, girl. Y'all ain't make nothing. This lady ain't your friend, Tulsa. And at the end of the day, if you you told her anything about your life, it'll be out. So I hope you're smart enough not to do that, and I'm sure you are. But Tulsa, girl, I'm just way beyond this because that person is not your friend, and I think you know that already. But go ahead and continue to troll the girls because that's what you're doing. Go ahead and finish your
but listen,
trolling.
let me just say this. One thing that I can say about her that she's always told the truth to me, and she may not have shared that intimate part with me because we're still getting to know one another. And when she's out in the cabana and at the pool, one day I am going to go there.
Mm,
One day I am going to. She said she's going to put me on the three-way with her and Teddy Riley, and so I'm
mm,
waiting for that to come to. And like
mm.
she said that she's going to do it. I said I want to know the truth because I want to know why is it that people are taking advantage of her. She's a good woman.
Somebody says Tulsa since Ness and Dory not tight. Go back over there. Go back over there. That's right, Tulsa, because Ness and Dory have fallen out. So here's your
No,
chance
they
to.
haven't. They have not.
Yeah, they said they
See
have.
this. Well, see, the thing is, I would love to do that, but Dory has already opened up that door to go back, and so I'm not ready to move on. I'm not ready to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now. Not while Ness is still in the mix. She don't want to see us happy. Mm-mm.
Well, if you think that Dory is a friend, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn because, baby, it's not. It's not. And um, if she can do me and Vivian she tried to play us, and me and Vivian talked. I'm like, you see what she trying to do? So if you think that that person is somebody you can call a friend, then you go right ahead and do it, Tulsa. I just think you're way too intelligent for that. I mean, I just think you are. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see in time. But the people said that she is out with Ness, so go ahead and try to make amends, and maybe y'all can get together and be pseudo friends. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, but I would love for you, I, and she to, have a
Oh
conversation.
no, that's not
I
gonna
feel like
happen.
there's,
Absolutely not. Let's stop that right now because you're playing me. Absolutely not. She had 5 days. The 5 days are up. I'm not interested. I've moved on. I moved on. And if you were smart, you would do the same. But if you want to play those games because you want to, you go ahead. But nah, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm not interested in that, and I'm really not interested in that.
well, I tried,
Don't
I
try.
just,
Don't try. Don't even attempt. I'm telling you. So if I tell you, I meant it, and we're good. We're done. She had my number. She could reach me, and when she did what she did, that means that you were only about play. You were only about games. I'm not about playing, and I'm not about games. So if I told Ness, I'm telling you, don't try. Don't even attempt. Don't even make a no. Absolutely not.
I'm
Who
gonna
you
just
doing it for?
end
Who you
that.
doing it for? Because she didn't call, so
I'm
I know
for
she ain't
you. I'm
asked
not for
for it.
her. Yeah. I'm gonna end
Well,
that right
for
there.
me, I'm good.
Yeah.
For me, I
Yeah.
am good. For me, I'm not interested in it. To me, that person is no longer a part. That
Yeah, and
person is
don't
just
use me as a pawn to
content.
try to get to you. Right.
Uh
I said, and she doesn't need to use me as a pawn to try to get to you. I'm done with it.
huh.
I tell her no.
Yeah, yeah, Tulsa.
This is what we have. I love the fact that I'm loving the fact that I'm over here enjoying your company. We had other people, Sparkles, come over, and it's not rah rah. I get tired of that rah rah. This is a nice place where I can come over and kick off my shoes. You know, that's why I come here because I feel wanted here. I feel respected here. And people try to come over here and disturb my peace, but it's never going to happen. Because I'm loving the new format. And guess what? The new format protects me from all of that rah rah, trying to
Uh-huh.
yell and scream. And I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
go back and forth with you. I just want to sit
Mm-hmm.
over here and enjoy myself.
Just enjoy. Just
That's
enjoy. No
it.
mess, no nothing. Just enjoy
Just
yourself.
enjoy myself.
Ain't God good? Oh
Nothing.
my God. My God, Jesus.
Mhm.
That's beautiful. That's a
No
beautiful
pain, no gain.
testimony.
Yes.
Yes, that's a beautiful
Oh, definitely.
testimony. I can't tell Tulsa, you on everybody's panel. Ooh,
Mhm.
Jesus. I haven't been able to see, baby. They said you've been on everybody's channel. Somebody said Tulsa is full of ish. Whew, girl, the girls are not seeing it for you,
The
Tulsa.
girls are not well, Pastor. The girls are not well.
They ain't seeing it for you, honey. They said you doing a lot of things, but
Really?
baby, it is what it is, Tulsa.
Wow.
But yes, my God. Mm.
Yeah, it's just a
So,
lot of, and that's the thing. They see me over here and they think that I'm just supposed to bow down to them. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
mm.
I want to be here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to be here.
Somebody said, I see this display of romance you and Tulsa has that she's been talking about everywhere. Baby, they know romance. I'm just listening to Tulsa. I know who Tulsa is. I know who Tulsa is, and I'm just listening to Tulsa. Pastor, why is she the only one who can play and your face and the other girls can't? Because I know who Tulsa is. Bloop.
We have a bloop.
I do.
Thank you.
I do. I do. I do. And
We
let me
both
tell
got
you,
that.
let me say this. Tulsa will sit here and get you all unbothered. She will get you all upset and pissed off. And again, it generates something for her because Tulsa doesn't care if you like her or hate her. I see what Tulsa is doing, baby. I see her works. I told you I'm a pre, not a post prophet. I see everything Tulsa is doing, but you all will get upset. You will let Tulsa get in your feelings and y'all will feel some kind of way. I know what she's doing, but I can't explain it to you. If you can't see it, you can't see it. But my thing is, y'all think me and Tulsa talking on the phone and all of that stuff. And I know Tulsa says stuff like that, but Tulsa know the truth. And I'm not going to sit up here. I know what's going on. I ain't never talked to Tulsa on the phone. I ain't never, but you all want to believe that so bad. So you really got to ask yourself, what's going on with you? Do you really believe her? And if she's sick in the head, I understand. But I know exactly what she's doing. Some people are bothered, Haitian princess. Oh yes, some people are bothered. You don't see the emails that I get. You may not be bothered, but some people are very bothered. And I just sit here and I'm laughing because I'm like, it is not that serious to me. And it's because Tulsa, so Tulsa playing in my face, as you all term it, it's not going to do anything to my mortgage. It ain't going to do anything to my car or anything else. I'm still going to live. See, that's the biggest thing. I see what Tulsa's doing. I see it. I see it. I seen it from the door. I seen it from the first time she went left with me on Honest Road Channel. And I said, oh, I see this. I see what she's doing. I see her game. Okay. I'm just wanting to make sure because you all said no one is bothered. But Haitian, nobody plays in my face. I'm 55 years old. I haven't gotten where I was to let people play in my face. When I lived in New York, let me give you a story. When I lived in New York, I used to put on my best Southern drawl because people thought I was stupid. But in the actuality of it, they always got because they always underestimate. Don't underestimate folk. I have worked in the world of transportation with females who never thought I should be a flight attendant or I'm a head steward in this predominantly female occupation, or being in higher education with a terminal degree. But some people who are of different color and different hue don't think I need to be there. Don't you think they tried to set traps? Do you not know they would laugh in your face and stuff? I know how passive aggressiveness look. I seen it in the face. So don't think because I come over here on YouTube that I don't see it.
Ebo,
And
shout
just because somebody entertain it, that don't mean that people are playing in their face. As the doll said on um Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, you think you're using the doll, but the doll is using you right back. Lady Chablis. So I don't ever want you all to think that I'm stupid. Of course not. I wouldn't have been able to survive in the beef sector that long if I was stupid. And I think Queen Tulsa knows that. I just want you all to know that. I just want you all to know that. That's all. I
Pastor.
think y'all really get really serious about this and everything. And ain't that deep?
Did anybody see you?
Mm.
Come
Goma
into
Power did
my
the
house
same thing.
last night.
I'm just saying, Haitian Jay Wilson no Tulsa. Baby, I told you I know her works. I say to know Tulsa is to know Tulsa. Maybe y'all don't get that. Even Tulsa gets that. Even Tulsa gets that. That's why she got to chuckle a little bit. I know what she
Yeah.
doing.
Oh yes.
Y'all call her all out her name and misgender her. That don't bother Tulsa.
I love
Why
it
do you
here.
think, honey, when let me tell you something, I knew Tulsa was playing with the girls when she actually put that camera on when she was getting her parole restitution money together. Honey, I'm like, look at this, B. Honey, I'm like, okay, child, Tulsa don't care what y'all think about her. I really want y'all to know that Tulsa really don't, and that's the whole thing. Tulsa is real transparent and don't care. And again, yeah, it's really
Brian.
interesting to me. It's really interesting to me. And then the girls got mad because Tulsa got her restitution paid for that month. Oof. Now, did Tulsa embellish talking about something Jay Wilson did this? Oh, yes, she did. She know the Rider Lives did that. She know I ain't even give no money yet. I only
Period.
gave some because I had promised. But see, folk was losing their mind off of that. Child, y'all look. I'm not mad because y'all think that, but baby, nothing on these YouTube streets it's not gonna vastly affect my life or what people do here. It's not. It's not. Some things could have, but again, it is what it is. Yeah, people always think you stupid. You put on that southern accent. Baby, I survived New York. Oh my God, people would bend over backwards, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I mean, they love a good Southern stupid man, but at the end of the day, you thought you was using a doll, and the doll was using you right back. Mm. Lady Chablis. I'm just serious, you know? And like Issa Rae said, and this is quoting Issa Rae, this is Issa Rae's quote, a simple bitch loves compliments. Issa Rae. Issa Rae. Mm. And I'm gonna
That
leave it
part.
right there. Yeah, I'm just being real. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just telling you, yeah, I'm just telling you, it's not that serious to me. So let Tulsa play in my face. You can only play so long. Even both shot, I know for myself.
Evo, shut up.
Shaddai, I know for myself. And Tulsa knows for herself. Oh my God. Mm. And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just saying, no, that's what Issa Rae said. But if you would have seen Misadventures of Awkward Woman, Issa Rae had a friend who was male. His girlfriend was there, and she was very, very agitated that Issa Rae was there. And Issa Rae gave her a compliment to cut out the tension. She said, "Girl, who do your nails and hair?" And ooh, she just went and she forgot all about it. And then Issa Rae said, "A simple bitch loves compliments," and that's all it took. Somebody saying that she got nice hair and nice nails. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better watch. That's Issa Rae. That's not Jay. That's Issa Rae. Misadventures of Awkward Black Woman. That's exactly what she said. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at that female Issa Rae. So anything else before I end this, Queen Tulsa?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and blast our relationship. I have a place over here, and I gotta
Mm-hmm.
go. Bye.
Okay. Of course, Haitian princess, and that's why you should know better. That's all. Yeah, y'all, I don't, baby, I wear these people like loose garments. And I know what she doing. Jeez. 55 years old. Lived in New York, lived in Cincinnati, lived in Chicago, lived in Miami, did a stint in LA, now in Texas. I've seen it all, or most of it. So it is what it is. Now, thank you, Ron. I want to thank Usher Ron. I want to thank Usher MB. I want to thank Usher Ebony 757 and Sabrina T and Reasoning is Key and Vivian Jennings, head Usher number one. Uncle Claude, uh, Simply Pink and Green, Dr. Lashana Roos Brown, all the ushers, Victoria, Game Tight. I haven't seen Game Tight in a while. I hope he's okay. But I want to thank all the ushers for coming on over here. And like Ron, he said, it was a great live. We want you to come back for the Timu Hall tonight because, baby, I'm going to show y'all what I bought on to Tamu. But Miss Tamu, could you please let me tell y'all something? Miss Tamu, not Timu, but Miss Tamu just sent me talking about some you got credit. Miss Tamu, stop playing with me, girl. I don't have credit. Miss Timu, stop. This is my first time using you, girl. You act like I'm $1 million slot player in Vegas and you got a free room for me. Miss Timu, stop playing. Stop texting me. Girl, if you text me one more time, I'm going to take you off. I'm going to take that app off because I'm tired of you bothering me. And Miss Sheen don't even give me this much trouble. Miss Sheen leaves you alone. She'll give you one email and she'll leave you alone. Miss Timu, baby, she just bothers you. She tries to force you to buy some more stuff. Stop. Anyway, so y'all look, I will see y'all later on. I'll see y'all around about 8, 9-ish for this little haul. And y'all thank y'all for coming over. Please hit that like button. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and love. Bye.